Hey everyone, it's Siobhan here. Today's hair idea was inspired by Season 2, Episode 1 of the History Channel show Vikings, and this is the character of Lagertha. I found this great clip on YouTube of the lead hair and makeup artist for the show, and she mentions that she wanted to give the actors a fresh look for Season 2, particularly the character of Lagertha. And I've seen the episode now, and it does remind me a little bit of last season in the sense that it's the headband part with the 3 panels, but it looks as though the braids are kind of tied together in different ways. And I will say that I watched the whole episode through, and then I went back and I rewinded a few of Lagertha's scenes just because I wanted to look at her hair a little bit more closely. And every time I thought I knew what was going on, I look at it one more time and I'd think, oh, it's not that, it's this. So instead of torturing myself, I decided that I would just make an inspired video, and I hope that you guys like it anyway. But yeah, now I'm gonna stop babbling and just get on with it. So I've just found my part, and I'm going to make the headband section by just bringing my comb down and kind of like to my ear. And I'm gonna do that on both sides, and then I'm gonna tie the underside off. I'm gonna divide this top section of hair into my 3 panels. I've brushed the center section downwards because I'm going to work on the sides first, but sometimes when you brush your hair in the opposite direction that you want it to go in, then when you bring it back, there's a little bit more raised volume. And since I don't normally tease my hair, this is kind of a helpful little trick for me. Now with these side sections, I'm just going to make small little French braids that'll go over my ear. The center section of hair, I'm going to make another 2 parts. I'm going to divide it in half. And I want the part in the back to be a little bit smaller than the one in the front. The back section, you're just going to brush it all the way to the side and make a braid. With this front piece, again, it's a French braid, and it sort of veers off to the side. When all your hair is braided in, you want to braid the rest of it, but you kind of want to aim to get the braid to sit between the side braid and this back braid. So it's sort of like in the center of the 2. In one of the scenes, it looked as though these 2 side braids were brought back like this, and then they were kind of draped in the back like that. And I think that they were held together with some sort of string. I've got an embroidery needle and some copper embroidery thread, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to sew them together. To make this easier on myself, I'm going to use bobby pins to hold them together while I sew. And the first thing I'm going to do is take them and tie them in a knot like that. And I guess feel where I want it to hang. And then with the ends, I'm just going to wrap them like this around each other. In the next version that I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to do a braid that I call the caterpillar braid. I don't really know if that's the name for it, the actual name for it, but that's what I call it. And basically you just take a section of hair, and you can start on either side, it really doesn't matter. But you take a small section I'm taking from the left, you cross it over the center, back and through, and then you add that back to the center strand. And now I'm going to take a piece from the other side and do the same thing. Cross it over and through and pull it up. Now I'm really not sure if this is the braid that they used on the actress, but it was the closest that I could get to that sort of zigzaggy braid thing she's got going on in the last scene of episode 1. So you can see I have the top braid going on here, and it turns into the caterpillar braid. And that's kind of what I'm going to do on my own hair. So you see I've started my French braid. I'll just do like, say 1 more pass, 2 more passes. And then I'm just going to join the 2 strands together and start making a caterpillar braid all the way down. this next version, all the partings are the same as the first, so I've got everything still kind of in place. But I've unraveled my first braid and I just stopped about there, and I'm going to make the caterpillar braid. But before I go any further, I am going to put a little pomade on the ends of my hair just to keep them smooth, because sometimes with knotting or knot braids, you get like a lot of flyaways. The same copper string, I'm gonna sew these guys together in order. So like the back two first, and then I'll sew it to this third one here. This is the end of my video. I hope you guys liked my little hair interpretations, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!